Welcome, everybody. Hello, hello. And let me go in here. Oh. Not showing up on some things. Let me see if I can go out and come back in. So I'm just trying to get on. Good morning, good morning, good morning. On. Oh, there we go. So there we go. I just didn't want. So I'm just trying to get on. Good morning, good morning, good morning. All right. Hello. There we go. Hello, hello, hello. I'm just good morning, Jillian. Good morning, everybody on YouTube and on the Guru Mama page. I have to watch the comments because I guess yesterday I did miss some of the comments on the Mary June Tracy page, and in missing some of those comments, unfortunately, I know some people are like, "What's going on?" Because I could have a conversation in one area, but they couldn't see that conversation, so. Just juggling. So welcome on this beautiful Aries New Moon. Yes, it is an Aries New Moon today. What does that mean? Some people can, I know people who can go through each day and they're like, I don't feel the moon. I don't know what you're talking about. You talk about this stuff all the time, Mama, but I don't feel anything. And I'm just like, okay, that's fine. I mean, perfectly legit. And I find what in my observation and what I'm seeing, as people say that, is that they're not observing what is actually going on in their life or connecting with the feelings that they do have, right? So that is a huge piece when these energies are coming in, or they don't realize why they're agitated or upset or overwhelmed, or why other people are agitated, upset, or overwhelmed, or how things are like really going well. And so they may not pay attention to those little ebbs and flows. And the more you start to be aware of these little ebbs and flows, it is amazing how you are able to balance more into your life. You're able to connect with your own intuition and to the energies around, to your divine, and to do many other things. Now, we start off, this new moon is part of what they call a stellium. A stellium is when there's more than, well, I'd say 2 planetary energies in a sign. So we have Chiron, Mercury, Venus, Sun, Moon, all in Aries is in there. Chiron, yeah, I said Chiron is all in there in Aries. So this is like amplifying energies of Aries, just amplifying. So if anybody out there, so if you ever had where you have a song, let's say you have a song comes on the radio, right? And this song comes on the radio and you just crank that bitch. You just crank it right up. That was the saying from one of my buddies as I grew up. Crank that bitch. And you just crank it right up, and that volume, and it just amplifies, and the bass is going boom, 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 and you're just like, just so enthralled with all of this energy. Rah, rah, rah. And that's what you got in Aries. So you amplified all of this energy in fire. Wow. So we have an amplification of energy in Aries. So this emphasizes the need to take action and make decisions about the future. Now, the new moon and Venus, they're making a square over to Pluto in Capricorn. But this and the last aspect of the moon makes before it leaves Aries will also square Pluto. This is creating a month of very strong, and sometimes it can be frightening, choices about the decisions you want to go in your life. So this is the issues of making choices will be about your values, right? So here comes this, this is Venus, and this is about what are the actions I'm going to take in my life? What are the things I want to amplify in my life? Now, this can be, if you're if you're able to work with this energy, awesome. But this can be really intense, and this could actually, now for somebody who's not aware or does not feel anything happens, this could trigger you in feeling overly anxious. It could make you feel and I shouldn't say if you're not connected. I'm just saying, anyways, whatever. But it can make you anxious. It can make you agitated, sort of like nervous like, So this is where we need to begin to connect. What is it that we are wanting to connect with in our lives? Now let's focus. I know people, there is a lot of shit out there, but I want you to come back into your life. What do you need to connect with within your own life? As we are walking through these beautiful valleys in our life, what is it that we need to release? So let's say we come upon this beautiful stream, and this energy of this new moon is bringing you to this beautiful stream, and we're going to call it the stream of tears. What is it that you need to release within that stream? And what are the powers do you need to gain from that stream? It's not only just releasing, but what are you gaining? What do you need to gain within those energies of hurt and pain and discomfort? What is that you need to gain from there? Okay? Maybe there's something there that you need to gain more empathy, more understanding, more caring, forgiveness. So as we release all of this, whatever it is that we need to release, look at what we can gain from it. Okay, so we that's what you got to look at, what you can gain with it. And as we come to another stream, and we could call this the stream of the red blood. That is a stream of discord and hate and fight and ill will and all of that bloodshed that we do. Now, this is the reason I'm bringing this up, and a lot of people are like, "What? She's bringing up blood." Aries is the god of war. So what in your life is warring? What in your life have you shed that it feels like you're shedding blood of, right? Because we got to remember, we got this energy, this fighting energy. Now it's squaring Pluto, and Pluto is saying, yeah, okay, how do you want to deal with this? How do you want to deal with this energy and bring this connection in for you? That's what's so beautiful about this moon and the energies. Now, this moon is active, not only yesterday, but today and Monday and Tuesday. So working with this isn't just like, at 8:45, I'm going to work on this right now. It's 8:45. That's when the moon is just right in the air. And yeah, that's when I'm going to do it. No. And I don't know why I had his Texas accent, but I just felt like that just had to come in making it precise. This is where we come in and we say, you know what? I'm going to take about 5 minutes right now, and I'm just going to journal down. Or I'm going to take this time and I'm going to go for a walk. And here I need to release. This is what I'm going to release. This is what I'm going to gain from it. Now, doing this is allowing for you, not necessarily that it's all going to happen to you at once, but now you're opening up. You're opening up changes to happen. You're opening up for transformation to come forth for you, because this week is a huge week of transformation, right? So we have this energy as we're starting this newness and creating a month of very strong energy. And with this new moon being the start of the zodiacal year, this is the beginning of the hero's journey. So if in the tarot, the Fool, right? So this young, energetic energy is coming in. I don't want to lose my phone here, so I can see your comments. So this energy of this young hero is coming in. And before you can become self-actualized, you must walk by yourself to fight the dragons alone. Do your Mars. Mars is in Gemini. It's about adventure, especially of the mind, and may have questionings. What's real and what's not. So this is here. Now we're coming in, and this energy is saying, look at what's real in your life and what's not. What can you control and what can't you control? Where do you want to direct your energy? And that's where this is coming in. Where is it that this dragon, so think of this beautiful dragon coming in, and this dragon is coming in and saying, where do you want me to direct? Where do you want to direct me upon this journey? Where do you want to go? Because this is the Fool. This is the hero. He's walking in and he's saying, here I am. And I want to find the answers, because he's in Gemini. So Gemini, North Node there, head of the dragon, North Node. Where am I? That's Rahu. Where am I going? What do I want to consume? Because if it's the head, it's consuming. What is it wanting to consume? So look at those things in your life of what it is that you want to bring in and consume. So when you're doing this with this energy that's coming in, it's taking these times, taking these moments to, especially of the mind, and may have questions, questioning, is this real? Is this not? Does this really affect me at this time? Yes, there's a lot of whatever hype or what have you out there, but this is right now, this is what I need for me. And on your hero's journey, and on this one, you don't have to do it alone. In comes Saturn. Saturn is coming in. He wants to help. Saturn's placement in Aquarius allows you to think about the consequences before you act, because it is air. He's in his air sign. He is thinking about, he is seeing, and that's the whole thing with Saturn in Aquarius is different than Saturn in Capricorn. He's structured in Capricorn. It's this way or the highway. Fuck you. I'm doing it that way. In Aquarius, it's like looking at options. He's able to shift to say no, yes, yes, no. That's the beauty of Saturn in Aquarius. So we have this energy, and here he comes. And this is where you need to start looking at where you need to connect with others. New ideas, expressing yourself. Now, there could be frustrations, and yes, you got to honor those frustrations. Not all of this is going to be, I know, not Ferdinand tiptoeing through the flowers. Here's this bull saying everything is going to be honky-dory. No, there's going to be frustrations. But we look at the frustrations, and that's what this is. And if you're needing someone to hear you, find the person that will actually hear you, not the person that's going to cut you off halfway through in what you're going to say. Get to the person that needs that you can really truly express the fullness of who you are. If there's something that you need to get off your chest, say you've gone to the stream of tears, and then you've gone to the river of blood, and you're like, holy, I just, there's a lot here I need to talk about. So contacting someone and says, hey, this is the frustrations I'm going through. You don't want somebody to say, hey, really, I don't want to hear your bullshit right now. It's fine. It's like, whoa, that's, again, we have that Aries energy, and that could be like fighting words. That could be frustrating, and you could strike out in a way that you don't want to strike out. So this is where it's like, okay, I'm going to think, this person, I'm going to call Todd down the street, and Todd and I are going to go and have tea in the park, because that's what we can do. Todd and I can go in the park and have tea and have a chat. Todd can't come in my house, but I could take Todd out into the park, and we can go sit at a picnic table. So Todd and I are going to go have a talk. I don't know who Todd is, but maybe. So this is where we can have, and so we can express ourselves. And with this new moon, the start of the year, this is starting us to look at those different parts of ourselves. And this is the beginning. So the self-actualization, us walking, we walk by our, you don't have to walk by yourself. And you must walk. Okay, there is a walk. Hold on. Back up. I went ahead of myself. Because of our values, because of the hero taking this self-actualization, and you must walk by yourself to fight the dragon alone, do your Mars. Mars in Gemini is adventure, especially of the mind, and may have you question what's real or not. Now, as we question what's real or not, that doesn't mean, and I'm going to bring this back in, doesn't mean that you can't bring in Todd. Todd's my Saturn. So Todd, I'm naming Todd. I don't know why, but Todd is my Saturn now. And he's coming in and he's saying, okay, what do you need? What is the help that you need? Because the illumination and the culmination of the last 8 months since Mars stationed retrograde last year, remember that nothing in the chart is isolated. Decisions can be made as we gain perspective around overreactions or anger. So things have changed. Think 8 months ago with Mars in retrograde in Aries. Now he's in Gemini. You can gain a better perspective of that energy of what was going on during that time. And say, you know what? There is a lot of, I got to turn the heat down. Somebody turned it on here in my house. Hang on, everybody. Aries has been turned up in my house. Aries got to get turned down in my house. Oh. So we have this culmination of energy and fire that's happening. Thank you for staying with me, everyone. This culmination of energy that's coming in and allowing for you to take a look, because there could have been a hullabaloo. That's my new word, hullabaloo. Do you like that word, hullabaloo? Of energies that happened 8 months ago. All right. So we have January, February, March, right? So that's 3. So then we go to December, November, October, September, August of last year. So just take a moment. Where were you? What was happening? What was the frustrations going on? And if you're not sure, it's like, oh my God, that was 8 months ago. I can't even remember what happened last night. Mama, what do you want me to remember 8 months ago? Go back on your iPhone. Flip through. What were the pictures that you took? What was that was going on? Go back onto your Facebook feed. Go back onto your Instagram feed. We have records. We have records that we have done. Go back to your notes. What was going on with your notes? So this is a time of really taking and looking at, okay, this was a time when such and such a thing was happening. Okay. Now we can fast forward. Getting a different perspective, especially with Mars. And on this journey, you don't have to do it alone. As I said, there are consequences before you act. And Mars, the ruler of Aries, and Jupiter are both sextiling the new moon, offering assistance on this adventure. So there's assistance. There's energy there that wants to help you. It wants to help to guide you. It wants to bring this energy in. Jupiter is there. Uncle Jupe comes in, and Uncle Jupe is saying, hey, I want to give you this advantage. I know that there are some things in your life that you might be fighting, some things that you might be struggling with, and we understand. But we want to give you this connection so that you can talk through many areas. And that as we go through this and do this throughout the week, we are going to have a reconciliation with others. This is where this moon comes in. This moon is giving us a perspective of the energies within our own life. It's powerful. It's powerful, man. It is transformational. It is a moon that can give you when we harness this and work at it. And yeah, I know, going to the stream of tears and looking at all of those things that we need to let go of, those parts of us that we may not seem to know what they are. Sometimes we don't know. Sometimes we know some of it, but we don't. There's hidden parts of our shadow that we kind of shove down because we just don't want to look at that part, because that part we're just putting it in the back of the drawer. But here it is. Aries is coming in, and Aries is saying, with this energy, we're pulling that drawer out because we need to begin to do the healing in order to create and build the things that you need. Because there is bringing in great transformation. It is bringing in something that is going to help you upon this journey. And Aries, this is real change. And with Mercury in Aries, it's sharp, it's witty, it asks questions, it wants to know. And it comes in because Aries is like little Mr. Chatterbox. So there are questions. And that's where, you know, when those things come in, when that energy comes through and you're just feeling frustrated, overwhelmed, you gotta reconnect, and bring in that reconnection. I think I'm going to buy some, if I can. I'm going to do a fire tonight in my backyard. I really am. I'll see if I can film it, but I'm going to do a fire in my backyard tonight in the fire pit. So I'm going to see how that works for me tonight. And I just feel it's that igniting, it's adding that spark. So of bringing in this energy and regaining inner balance. And that's part of that reconciliation that's coming in. As we do this week is going to be such a week of these hills coming and going, and all of this energy coming and going. But this is where we need to come through to the positive to get through and to heal. And this is starting so that we can begin and heal throughout this year. This year is going to be the year, and I said, of Hecate. So that means that she's going to show you things and say, you got to heal this. We got to begin to heal this. We got to begin to heal this. Now, some of this healing may take a day, may take a month, may take several weeks. It might take several years to heal. But it can't heal until we recognize it and begin to make the changes with it. And that's where we're entering. And this is where it's saying, we don't want you to beat yourself up. We don't want you to throw yourself down the crazy rabbit hole. We don't need you to be the bitch to yourself because you've been a bully to yourself long enough. This Aries is a chance of transformation, reconciliation, of change for us. It is one where you may find that, yeah, I need to follow my own rules, but this is a guideline here, people, with Aries. Now, Aries can be feisty. It's a guideline. That doesn't mean that you go up to some official and you tell them exactly the way you feel. No, because you can't make changes when you're in jail. You can't make changes when you're doing fucking bullshit. That's not when you can make changes. You can make changes when you are honoring yourself and doing what you know to do. But there are still outside guidelines, and this is where Aries comes in, saying there's outside guidelines. If you're gonna bypass them and you want to fuck things up, hey man, Aries can take you on this wild, crazy trip down a crazy rabbit hole. But that's not what he wants, and that's not what the energies are coming in. The energies are coming in and saying this is where we need to come to and begin to release. That's where that river of tears is. That river of tears, there's all the sorrow and pain and crap and frustration that we let go, and then we begin to bring in the harmony and the grace and the peace and the forgiveness. And then we go over to the river of blood, The river of blood, we are all responsible for the river of blood. We are all responsible for the tyrannies and all the crap and all the craziness that happens and the bloodshed that's happened. You may not have done it. I know, I understand that. But this is where we come in because we are all connected in some way. So now we say, yes, I am releasing that. Because I'm changing this and I'm gaining the power to be the warrior that I need to be within my own life. That is Mars. And that is Venus in Aries. I need to be that warrior in my life. That doesn't mean I go around and I hurt other people to an extent of shedding more blood, but I hold accountability not only for myself, but for those around me. And that's a hard one because it's all coming back because we have this energy that comes in. It says, I just want to be loved. I want to get along with everybody. I want to sit around the fire and sing Kumbaya and just, pass the pot. Come on, baby, just pass that pipe. We just want to just like, and that's beautiful. Yeah, we can do that. As long as that does not get you to neglect what it is that you need to be doing. And this energy is firing you up to get it done. This energy is allowing for you to come in and get it done. And we have where the moon just stays in Taurus and then or in Aries, and then he's off to Taurus. Boom. And where he meets up with Uranus. And this time it feels like a little bit different because he does meet Uranus every month. But this feels a little bit different this time because as he's meeting up Uranus is where I'm going to call him the Tower card of the tarot. So he's the Tower card that is in Earth, that is in the energy that does not like change. Disrupting things. Volcanoes erupting, earth shaking. That's where it is. And as we are going to be coming into that energy. And it's going to be maybe frustrating, but this is where we need to get things done. And this is where we need to talk through many areas. And this is where we come in and we can improve and regain inner balance. Because then he goes off and he squares Saturn, and Saturn says, hey, how's it going? Are you doing what you need to do? Because opening squares are allowing us to see what needs to be done. It empowers yourself and raises your self-worth. So using that opening square with that Mars and Saturn as it comes up this week, using that opening square to aspects to ask for what you are worth, regardless of the consequences. Have an alternate plan if it is not what you want to hear. Don't allow emotional programming to stop you from asking. They can say yes or no, but at least you asked. Nothing happens without you asking. If you don't ask, you don't know. So this is bringing in where you have to ask. And with the Mars is out of bounds until the 23rd. So Mars is coming in and he's going to be out of bounds until the 23rd. This gives you adventure and the quality of wandering into a different territories of exploration to bring back new and unique information. And remember to take baby steps because Mars will be moving into this energy that's going to feel out of bounds. And so something small each day makes you uncomfortable. Do that. That means that when you go to those rivers and when you go to the river of blood and when you go to these areas, to know that this is like, I just need to release a little bit each and every day. That is going to help me with the reconciliation and the balance that I need inside my life. This is going to allow for me to do that jump start or to manifest, because the energies will come in by Friday and say, okay, you've been working on it. Let's do our first step of manifestation. But you can't manifest something without getting uncomfortable. I'm sorry to let you know that. It doesn't come easy peasy where poof, everything's magic and then everything else is perfect in your life, because that's not the way it works. That means that you gotta move away. If you're wanting something new, you gotta move away from whatever was old. You gotta move away from what is no longer working for you. And that is uncomfortable, because you've gotten comfort in that. You got comfort in that. You like that. So this is getting you to sort of get into that uncomfortableness and take that step. And you're going to feel it through Monday and Tuesday, and it's going to build up till Friday, until we get to the following weekend. So this moon is just like coming forth for you and bringing you that big boom that we need. So, and as we do this, this is big impact. And with Jupiter in Aquarius and Pluto in Capricorn, it's bringing in some big impact, because Mercury will be squaring them. That means that we're going to get this energy that's going to be feeling, needing to connect, feeling that connection, yet bringing in that groundedness of what it is with our dreams and our intuition into the grounding. And that's where Pluto comes in. He wants to bring that grounding to you, so that what you are wanting and what you are desiring, you have to bring it here. If it's still out here or somewhere in here, it ain't going to be here on this earth. So it starts to show you the steps. So if you were, for say, you're wanting to build a business, or you're wanting to do something that is new, and it is a business that you are wanting to build, what do you need to do? What are the things? What are the steps that you are wanting to create this business? So you have this idea, and it's like, yeah, I am going to open up I don't know. I got a sweet shop in my head. So I'm going to open up a sweet shop. Okay. So here I am. I'm opening up the sweet shop. Oh, right. I didn't tell anybody. I didn't let anybody know that I'm opening up a sweet shop. I didn't let them know the offerings of my sweet shop. Oh, okay. Well, maybe there's some things that I need to do in order to get myself and get the words out that I got this sweet shop. Right? So that's part of the dragon. That's part of the dragon. Right? And that might be something that you have to overcome in doing that. And that could be a big piece. It could be a big piece for you to ask for help, because your first excuse is, I ask for help all the time, but nobody comes. Well, are you open to the help? Have you asked more than once? Because sometimes it takes a bit to get people to know, oh, she really means it. She doesn't usually ask for help, but oh, wow, she's really meaning to ask for help. It's all part of this culmination of energy coming forth for us. And this new moon on the chart, it's shaped like a bull. So which gives the energy and the quality of being highly focused, self-contained, and strong. So that means that all of the energies are kind of are in this beautiful bull. And they're in the one area of the chart. And it is important to be aware of the other hemispheres, like the Libra side, the other side where Libra, Virgo, Scorpio are, of how others think and feel about a situation. So listen to others and learn that it's okay to ask for help. So you got to be able to listen over here. And overall, this Aries new moon is making you to make decisions on the direction of your life, and to invite the bad witch, and I'm going to call the bad witch Pluto, to the party when you face the parts of you that may be frightening. You got to invite the bad witch to the party. And I'm calling the bad witch to the party because you want to know what's going on with that bad witch. You want to know what's going on with her or him. And you can transform them and be aware of your temper and the impulse, and stay flexible and listen to others and think before you act. Big one. That should be like a ding, 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 ding. Think before you act. Be strategic with what it is that you want to do. Because you're going to find that this is where it's like conflict between emotions and control that'll come in with that moon. And that moon in Aries is going to square Pluto. And then that moon in Taurus is going to square Saturn. So, hey, those mafia brothers are still around. They're just in different areas of town. So we got Pluto, the bad witch, and Saturn there, which is the sidekick. And it's saying, you know what? You're going to be emotional decisions to be made with a cooler head. And then as we move in, we got, the sun comes in and it does a little sextile to Gemini, to Mars, and a light shines on with strategy and our resolution. And then we have Venus that enters Taurus, and the moon in Taurus trines Pluto in Capricorn. Totally different vibe that comes in. And an elegant day of comfort and peace, allowing for a big shift. Opening up, because first he says, you come to the dinner, we have a meal, we sit there, and then there's a change and transformation that happens to allow for more peace and comfort, because you have confronted that part of your life. You began to confront it. And the sun in Aries sextiles Jupiter. So this day brings an opportunity with profit and potential, depending on your strategy with the new moon. So as you come in with that new moon this week, today, and next and tomorrow, over the next couple of days, how you are working with that new moon is going to have a huge impact on what next Sunday is going to be like for you. That's how working with the moon is. So we look at, we say, okay, so we have this energy that I've been working with it. So now by the 16th, the lack of cooperation requires each person to state their most important need. So if there's a lack, let's talk about it. And by the 17th, a good day for good ideas at work before you are getting a pushback, a back off for a couple days, because that moon in Aries sextiling, and then the Mars in Gemini squaring Pluto. Pluto, the bad witch, shows up again. She's got kind of a couple faces there, just saying, just a couple faces. And that sun in Aries conjuncting Mercury at 29 degrees. Now we all know 29 degrees is it's a lot of energy. So by the 18th, there is suddenly ideas are back on track, but may need refining. But also there could be some crazy disruptions at 29 degrees before the sun goes in to Taurus. Boom. So it's a creative process. We work with this creative process. We work with this energy. You'll find how the transformation and changes start to happen. But it begins today. So take out your pen and your pencils and take out your journals and let us start to create this newness that we want to create for ourselves. Let us step into that energy and take control of that dragon and work with that dragon. And when we do this, this is where we're going to achieve our goals, solutions resolved, confidence, balance, and extreme highs. That's what our week brings us this week. What is my energy field out of 10 with this week? Woo! Wow. I got 250. So it's still a high volatile week. I got 250. So for some people, it could be really radical and crazy, and because they haven't dealt with a lot of energies before, and it's just throwing them like a ping pong, or and for others, it could be, this is exactly what you need, and you're at maybe a 3 or a 5, and you're just like, this is what I need to get my ass in gear. This is the kick I need. So it's depending on where you are upon your journey. It could be feeling very, very invasive. It could feel a lot, but honor yourself upon it, right? Honor yourself upon it. So my loves, If you're wanting a reading, when I do a reading, I not only bring in your natal chart, the astrological energies, I also bring in the tarot. So I bring in the tarot, and so that brings me in a couple areas of looking at things in your chart and where directions where you need to work on. And so if you're wanting to book a reading, definitely go on to thegurumama.com to book in a reading. On Tuesdays and Saturdays, I am down at Blessed Circle. So if you are wanting, you can go to blessedcirclyyc.ca and book an appointment on their website. And you can then see me in person there. And all COVID protocols and blah, 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 whatever are in effect. And but otherwise, all my readings and everything is all done via Zoom. So if you are wanting to book in. And we also have the Angel Alchemy class starts this Wednesday. And the Angel Alchemy, if you've taken Angel Alchemy before and you want to join me, it's $100 because we're adding in the female archangels into the wheel. So along with the male, with what we have built already, we're adding in another layer onto this wheel, and it is going to be phenomenal. The energies of working with this, it is phenomenal and very we're just up in the energies. So if you are wanting to join me for that, definitely get a hold of me. If you've taken the Archaea class with me, or if you've taken the Archangel class with me before, it's only $100. If this is all brand new to you, you could go on to thegurumama.com and register there, or just DM me, and it is $444 for the pricing for that. The astrology classes, I'll be posting them up soon. We're going to be starting off very slowly with astrology classes, and we're going to start with the sun, moon, and rising sign, and how does that pertain to you. So we're going to start with little one-day classes with this. So for those who've registered or won it in the auction, you guys are automatically in this because we're going to just build this up over time. So just an FYI for you who've already done that. Otherwise, for anybody else, it'll be $50 for those one-day classes. There you go. So we got some exciting energies that are coming in, baby. And this is forward motion because as we go near the end of the month, we have that new full moon in Scorpio, and that's a whole other kettle of fish, because then you guys got to deal with my energies. So that comes into some real crazy transformational energies. Yes, Tamara, you are in. It's going to be a very powerful class. I am looking so forward, because I'm working not only with the fairies now on a weekly basis, I'm working with the angels on a weekly basis. So it's going to be a blast. It is going to be a blast, people, doing the things that I love to do. I'm going to send you guys out with so much love, and may the Lord and the Lady watch over and bless each and every one of you in all that you say and all that you be and all that you do. Blessed be everybody. Blessings from the unicorns, blessings from the fairies, and blessings from the angels. Have a beautiful transformational new moon energy day. Blessed be. Bye-bye.